Continuing with our studies of the Parsha of Balak. Perik Chaf Beis, Pasuk Zayin. Vayilchu ziknei Moav ziknei Midian u'ksamim biyodam. And the elders of Moav and the elders of Midian went with magical charms in their hands. Now you have to understand that Balak, was the most knowledgeable sorcerer at the time. He hoped to impress Bilam. He also wanted to assure Bilam that everything was ready to destroy Am Yisrael, even through the use of magic if needed. Balak was known as the son of Tzipor, which means a bird. Or Chaim explains that Balak could see everything that happened through his bird. It would tell him what was happening. The very power of Balak as a sorcerer was extreme, even to be able to use this form of magic and sorcery to see what was going on in the world. That's how powerful Balak was as a sorcerer. The pasuk continues, "Vayivayu el Bilam," and they came to Bilam. V'yidabru elov divrei Balak, and they spoke to him the words of Balak, that Balak had asked them to go on his behalf to get Bilam to curse the Jews. Perich Beis pasuk Ches, Vayimer haleihem, and he, Bilam, said to them, to the messengers, "Linu po halayla, rest here for the night. Vashivoisi eschem davar, and I shall give you a response. Kasher yadaber Hashem elai, as Hashem shall speak to me." Of course, we know every single pasuk has a deeper meaning, as Rashi explains the following on the words "Linu po halayla," rest here for the night. Rashi states, "Ein ruach hakodesh sheira olav el balayla." The ruach hakodesh should only rest on him at night. And so it was for all the prophets of the nations of the world. Shene'emar, as it says, V'yovoi Elokim el Lavan ha'Arami b'chaloim halayla. And as it says, and Hashem came to Lavan the Arami in a dream at night. That story relates to when Lavan, the father of Yaakov, chased after Yaakov to kill him, when Yaakov had left with his entire family. And Hashem came in a dream to Lavan and warned him not to touch Yaakov or hurt him and his family. So even though Lavan had prophecy where he was communicated to by Hashem, this was only done through a dream. As we shall see now, Rashi continues on the words Kasher yadaber Hashem elai, as Hashem shall speak to me. So explains Rashi, Bilam was saying, if he, Hashem, will allow me to go, with people such as you, I will go with you. He's basically trying to save face in case it doesn't really work out that well. As you shall see, Rashi continues. And Rashi states, Shema in kvoidoi, perhaps it is not with his honor, that of Hashem, for the honor of Hashem, the city lahalich, to allow me to go, Elohim sarim gedolim mihem, except with ministers who are greater than you. So people who are gedolim mihem, people who are greater than you. So Bilam is trying to hide the fact that Hashem won't really allow him to go. And Bilam is aware of that, so instead he's trying to say, oh, maybe Hashem won't let me go because you're not important enough. Not because he won't let me curse Am Yisrael, but because I can't go with people such as yourselves. And the pasuk continues, Vayishvu sori Moav in Bilam, and the ministers of Moav stayed with Bilam. And pasuk Tes continues, Vayovu Elikim el Bilam vayomer, and God came to Bilam and said, Miu hanashmo eileimoch? Miu hanashmo eileimoch? Who are these men with you? And again, Rashi comes to explain this to us, because it's not chas v'shem that Hashem does not know what's going on. There's a reason why Hashem asks Bilam who those men were. Explains Rashi, Lat oisei bo, to make him err, to make him make a mistake. Omar, he, Bilam said, Pa'amim, there are times. Bilam believed this. She'ein hakol goloi lefonov, when not everything is revealed before him, before Hashem. In data yeshova olav, he's not always equally aware of things. Afani era es, I too shall find a time, shuchal lekalil, when I'll be able to curse Am Yisrael v'lo yovin, and he, Hashem, will not understand what I'm doing. Bilam was so fooled to the point that he thought he could trick Hashem. That's exactly what Hashem wanted to do. To mess around with Bilam, to allow Bilam to think that he even stood a chance to curse Am Yisrael. So Hashem especially made him make that mistake. And it was Bilam's choice to believe this. Anyway, Pasuk Yud continues. And Bilam said to God, Balak ben Tzipor melech Moav shalach eloi, that Balak son of Tzipor, king of Moav, sent to me a message Like, wow, very choshev. And we find once again, explains Rashi. Rashi brings it to light. Rashi says, Af b'she'eni choshev beinecha, even though I may not be important in your eyes, choshev ani be'eni hamalachim, I am still important in the eyes of the kings, even though they were mortal kings. But this is Bilam, a terribly shallow person, who is very much aware that Hashem does not approve at all of his wickedness, and prefers Moshe and Am Yisrael over him. And he's so brazen and chutzpah that he can even turn to Hashem and say, I might not be important to you, but look, everybody else respects me. He's speaking to the King of Kings. Pasuk Yud Aleph continues, Hinei ha'ama yisim in Mitzrayim. Behold, the nation, Am Yisrael, has come out of Mitzrayim. V'chas ein haaretz, and it has covered the eye of the land. Bilam's repeating the message that Balak said to him, to Hashem. Ato l'cha kavod yosei. Now go, curse them for me. Ulai uchal lilochem boy v'girashtiv. Perhaps I'll be able to battle against it and I'll drive it away. That's Bilam's dream, to destroy Am Yisrael. And Pasuk Yud Beis continues, Vayomer Elokim el Bilam, and God said to Bilam, Lo seilech imam, you shall not go with them. You shall not go with them. Lo sorias am, you shall not curse the nation. Ki varuchu, for it is blessed. You will not touch them, you will not curse them, they don't need you. So as you can see, Bilam was given a stark warning, and Hashem also fooled Bilam. So Bilam knows he can't go and curse the Jews now, Hashem said no, but he's waiting for his chance where he could trick Hashem, so to speak. Because of what Hashem asked him, he thinks he can still trick Hashem, there's a chance. And all this is to come in our next lesson, as we continue this fascinating piece of Chumash. See you next time.